What's going down, people? This is Dub FX in my home studio, Treetop Studios in Melbourne. Thanks for watching that last video. That was just something I threw together to sort of show off all these new little gadgets. So I'll just go through what I was using. I had the TR-09 Rhythm Composer. I've got the VP-03 little keyboards vocoder thing. The bassline, the TB-03 bassline machine thing, that's awesome. And then of course I used my usual setup, which is the C505 loop station and my GT10B effects pedal and the bass synthesizer, the SYB5. That's how I was getting those synth bass sounds. So I'll just run through what I did quickly. I started off making a beatbox, as you saw, then I looped up some hi-hats, and then I came and I just looped up some chords. The way I made those chords is this thing's got chord memory, so you don't actually have to play the chords in if you're not a good keys player, because I'm terrible at keys. So what you can do is hold one note down and it'll just play that chord up the scale. So in that case, I just made this jazzy sort of sounding. But you can restore other chords. That's really cool. And then you got the vocoder in there. So I used that, I looped some chords up with that, and then I progressed into the Rhythm Composer, the 09, the TR-09. You know, the cool thing about this one is it's more like an instrument rather than a drum machine. It is a drum machine, but because like you only have one kick drum with a few parameters to play with, one snare drum with a few parameters, it kind of, once you've made the sounds how it is, that's it, you know. So it's great for sampling, it's great for making one song, but then if you want to change up the styles or change up all the sounds, then you have to go in and tweak each one for each song. So I programmed a bunch of beats and I was just looping those in different sequences. And then I brought in, last of all, the bass line, the TB-03. It can do so much more than what I did with it. I just programmed a little slang tang rhythm, that bass line that everyone's heard about 1,000 times, but it never gets old. Just because I wanted something familiar with that. Everyone's probably heard this sound of this bass synth from so many techno tracks in the past, so I just thought I'd try a different genre. And as you can see, it's really capable of doing that kind of honky-tonky sort of bass line sound. Probably end up sampling the beats in this thing, because this thing would be great. It's great in the studio. I'm going to sample the hell out of that and all of these things. I'm probably going to chuck it in the 404. Yeah, it all just works. It syncs really well together, and you know, once you add your own human flavor to the whole mix and your own songwriting, you can pretty much go anywhere. You know, there's so many things, there's so many ways to make music. You can use it in computer programs, but you know, personally, I think there's something more live about playing with knobs that are coming from an actual synthesizer, an analog thing. So yeah, that's the way I do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Peace.